Hello, Internet! My name is Ryden Fallen, and today I'm going to be running the Specialist Percent category of Heroes of the Storm. You've seen me run Assassin Percent, you've seen me run Warrior Percent, and Support Percent to boot. But now we are running the final category, and that is Specialist Percent. As you can see, we are doing a couple of different maps this time around, finally putting in Blackheart's Bay, followed by our favorite Braxis Holdout. Today I'm saying favorite with quotation marks though, because this map has trolled me so many times with the Zerg wave today that it's not even funny. And finally ending it off on Infernal Shrines. Every other time that this category has been run, it's been run with Sergeant Hammer, and that's because Sergeant Hammer has this little thing where she can outrange every single building in the game. Me, however, I wanted to go for a different strategy, and because of that, we have chosen the queen of pushing herself, Sylvanas. So hopefully we can get a good run in today, and hopefully we can get some good times out of each map that we have in front of us. For those of you who are unfamiliar with these kind of categories, the timing will start when the countdown clock hits 0 at the very first map, and the timing will end when the core falls on the final map. One minor thing that you might notice on this screen, though, is I am all by my lonesome. It's just me against the map. There are no allied heroes, there are no enemy heroes, not even bots. And that is because I am a lonely hermit and sometimes just enjoy the time to think, the time to relax, the time to enjoy every little thing on this map. Yeah, I'm done enjoying it. Okay, let's get back to the game. And anyways, the timing on this run will begin in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So for my very first talent, I'm going to be picking up the Mercenary Queen talent. This will be the only map that I grab this talent, by the way, and that is because we're going to be using Siege Giants as our main pushing tool on this map. Thankfully on Blackheart's Bay, there are 2 of them situated in the bottom lane here, and they do a very good job of pushing down this lane, and the core actually too, once we have that Mercenary Queen talent. So we want to get our mercenaries, well, not our mercenaries, our minions here a little bit closer. That way I don't take any unnecessary damage, and we want to just make sure that as soon as those mercenaries spawn, we go right after them. That should be once we hit level 2, taking down the second tower is what it should be if all goes well. They just spawned now, we're going to take down the tower anyways. That way we can get a little bit of more pushing with the minions that we have here. And let's go. Okay, so we're going straight to the mercenary camp here. And with Sylvanas, you may have noticed that those towers were not firing at us. That is because her trait prevents anything from attacking, really, except for heroes. That includes minions, mercenaries, and buildings. Except for the core, of course, because that would be way too overpowered and would never be allowed in the game. Alright, so we're going to try to focus down one of these guys as quickly as we can here. And try to dodge these shots a little bit as well, because we were taking a little bit too much damage there. But now that there's only one left, we can essentially eternally stunlock him, so that he will just eventually have to do our bidding. Alright, we mount up, grab the Region Globe, grab some coins, and we have our first little bit pushing. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get a couple more Region Globes in the lane, and we're just going to do that as we're pushing along, and when we get to the point in the path where we are right next to the next set of Siege Giants, we'll pick them up too. I figure we want a big party coming on here. Why be selfish? We want them all around. The more the merrier. So as you can see, because of the Mercenary Queen talent, these guys have gotten huge. I can assure you it is not just their cannons that have gotten huge, it's also the damage that they're dealing. And with that, the first building goes down, and while those Siege Giants are happily entertained with that, well, I'm going to take advantage of this and start taking down the next camp. So I'm really just trying to focus down my damage on the one that is doing the, or not the doing the least damage, but has the least health. And because of that, that means that we can stun lock the other one and take no damage from the second one. Alright, now that we have those taken care of, we have our guys here at the gates. They're dealing with a couple of minions. That's alright. We're going to let them take care of the one over there, and we're going to take care of the one over here. And what do you know, both towers are already gone. Alright. A couple more minions fall. And then we're going to lock down this keep here. And with our 4 guys toppling it down, it is to half health. It is to a quarter health. And it is gone. We're going to take down this well with them to just increase how fast they go. And at this point, we're actually going to just stand back. We're going to take down minions. And we're not even going to worry about the core because, you know, that's not how you win the game or anything like that. Actually, though, in fact, these guys are going to be the real MVPs. These 4 siege giants are going to take down the core for us. And because they do so much damage, the core is now at 75% health, right for the bat. And I'm just going to get all the minions out of the way for them. That way they can finish this thing off. And that is time at a 4:24 on the first map, Blackheart's Bay. Next up, we have Braxis Holdout.
If I'm being honest, this is the major point of RNG for the run. Well, actually, both of the remaining maps have a bit of RNG to them, but this one is notorious for trolling me. For this map in particular, the Zerg wave that pushes with you for the objective can either push down the top lane or the bottom lane, and normally it's a 50-50 shot for either. However, in the testing of this route, I am currently 0 for 3. So hopefully this will be the exception to the rule. And alright, let's think here. Let's think here for a sec. It's going to be top or bottom. Going to stay here in the middle. Think about it for a second. I'm feeling bottom lane. And instead of the Mercenary Queen talent, I'm going to be picking up Overflowing Quiver. Essentially what that means is that whenever a minion dies around me, I get a free activation of my Q ability, with the sad downside that I cannot hit any heroes. What a shame that I won't be able to hit any of these other multiple heroes in the game right now. So we are going to go up a little bit when we're going into this tower. That way we don't aggro the minions like we did in the last map, silly Sylvanas. You don't want to aggro the minions like that. That's just... that's how you die. So see, the minions go straight past us and the tower is already half down 30 seconds into the map. Alright, and the first tower goes down. I'm going to throw out a W into the minion wave, because that will just deal extra damage and get our wave pushing. And we want a wave pushing. The minions actually do a sizable amount of damage now, especially with these buildings stun locked as they are. And once we get a large enough minion wave of our own, since the towers aren't beating them down, they can really outpush any minion wave that the opponent gets. And unfortunately for us, it appears that again we have a bit of bad RNG here, in the fact that we have, again, the Zerg wave pushing in the wrong lane. You know what? That is perfectly alright though. Sometimes that just happens, you know what I mean? So as per usual, we're going to wait until the beacons spawn to start rotating around. That way when we get to the top lane finally, we can use that time exclusively for pushing, instead of having to wait around with the travel time getting back to the lane. And anyways, it at least gives us some good extra experience that we can use to do some additional damage there. So yeah, we're going to kill these minions. We're going to throw out a W onto this tower, which is going to spread some minion wave, and to the other tower. We're going to do that up a little bit of extra damage. Our wave's going to push in. I'm taking a bit of damage from the minion wave, but I don't really care at this point in time, because soon we are going to have a huge wave of Zerg pushing in off the enemy's base. Alright, so that's one tower down. We have a huge wave of minions pushing with us. We're going to be holding onto our W until we see the next minion wave. because they are nice to be included in this stun locking that we are doing. Alrighty, and we're going to keep this tower stun locked. Reserves are coming our way. Again, we are going to be picking up the Withering Barrage, just giving us a little bit of extra damage with our Q. And we're just going to make sure that this tower doesn't kill our minions. Well, fort I should say, not tower. Whatever. Alrighty, and since that wave is down, we are now to the next set of buildings. Throwing out a W there, hitting the other tower. And then once we lock down the other tower, we're pretty set. Throw out a W, hit the minion wave. And now that the keep is hitting our Zerg, we are going to be stun locking the keep, so it can't hit our Zerg anymore, because that's rude, and we don't want to move like that. And as per the theme of this match, we are not going to actually be finishing the pushing on our own. We are going to let our Zerg do that. And this time we're going to give them a little hand though. Since the core is finally firing on our Zerg, we can go in ourselves and do a little bit of damage on our own. Alright, that's a 9:36 for the time on Braxis Holdout. We have one map to go with Infernal Shrines, and let's see what we can do. Alright, custom game, we have the Infernal Shrines. And unfortunately right now it looks like we're not quite on world record pace. However, we still can get the second place spot. And you know what, silver still sounds like a pretty good deal for me right now. So, if we can finish this map in under 6.5 minutes or so, we should be good to go. I'm going to start out in the middle lane here, mostly because I do not know where the shrine is going to start. It would be wonderful to start it in the middle lane. That would be the best case of RNG. However, I am expecting to move on this map. So, being in the middle lane just gets us closest to whatever lane the shrine ends up popping up in. Again, we're going to be picking Overflowing Quiver for level 1, and I apologize if there's a little bit of lag right now. For some reason, OBS doesn't quite like it when I start up a game. I'm not entirely sure why. I think it probably likes it better when I finish a game instead, so I'm just going to go with that for now. So, even though, at this point in time, we don't know if the Immortals can be pushing down this lane, we want to get that extra experience if we can, so we're going to be taking down this tower. Alright, and this is going very well. Immortals can be pushing down the top lane, we're going to get one tower's worth of experience, and then we're going to go. Scoot behind these minions here, make sure that they don't get in our way. That's the nice thing about this map, is the fact that even if you don't start in the right lane, you can actually rotate to the lane pretty quickly because it reveals very quickly which lane the Immortal's going to spawn in. Which again, is something I really enjoy about this map. Makes it very convenient for running this map. Doesn't matter really which category. However, it does kind of lend itself more to those with really good late, like Sylvanas has. And that's just for the objective itself, really. Alright, and now we're going to be hitting this next tower. And since we have a minion wave of our own, we're going to throw this W out into the minion wave that's coming towards us. And hopefully try to give our minions a little bit of support there. Alrighty. And we are good. Now let's start pushing in towards support. Alright, we have another minion wave, so we throw out a W. And make sure that the fort here is stun locked. And this should mean that we get actually the fort down fairly quickly as well. And again, we have a very large wave of minions here. That's fantastic for this push. However, to really clinch the match, we do need that Punisher. And so that is why we are pushing down the lane where the Punisher is going to be pushing. Alright, we're going to be picking up Withering Barrage again. More damage, more Qs. Alrighty, we have the first round coming up. So I'm going to take down one tower, at least, and get some damage on the second one here. And then we're going to go. And this large minion wave should be able to take care of that second tower just fine. Alrighty, and we have a Mortar Punisher coming after us this time. Let's see how that ends up. Now, Sylvanas is very good at taking out these little guys. Usually a little bit better when they group up though, so I'm going to try to aggro all of them to me, which may not be the best idea since I'm not really the bulkiest person myself, and because of the fact that Sylvanas actually can't stun these guys, like she can with other guys. So yeah, we're just going to keep going along, trying to get as much damage in as we can. We have about half of them done so far. Probably going to have to do a safety strat and go back to the well, which is going to be a little bit of a time loss, but shouldn't be too bad. There are 24 of these guys down. We have 16 to go. We want to get that W spreading to as many of these guys as we can. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go. Get another W. Get spreading again. Okay, 5 more, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and that's it. Alright, we have our Mortar Punisher pushing with us now. And we've got to go, go, go. We've got to lock down that keep so it doesn't hurt our Punisher. We've got to stop this minion wave from pushing into our own. And we've got to get this push going. Thankfully, this Punisher really just tears apart a minion wave. Really any Punisher does, but the Mortar Punisher is also very good for that in particular. And of course he has to go for the well, because why wouldn't you? But he's going to be at nearly full health by the time he gets to core. So we're going to take down this keep so we can actually do damage to core once he gets there. And he's going to be coming up here very shortly. And it looks like we are still on pace to get that second place time. And at this point we're going to be doing Barbed Shot, which increases our Q's damage to non-heroes. Which, let's face it, that's just good for Sylvanas at this point. Really just tears apart minions, really tears apart anything. Hopefully the Punisher doesn't want to keep tearing apart minions and instead keeps coming up the core here, because that's how I need to get my time finished. Alrighty, and timing is coming up now. And that is a 16:39. That is my fastest run to date of any category. And although it isn't quite a world record, it is still a special place in my heart and should be good enough for the second place time. Thank you so much, guys, for watching here today. I hope you have enjoyed. And until the next time, hopefully, if you have any advice, just let me know. I'm always up for hearing new ideas, new routes, new anything for this kind of category. These kind of categories for Heroes of the Storm aren't run very often, and so it's always nice to hear about more ideas for these kind of runs. Anyways, thank you all for watching again, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.